Very warm welcome to all the audiences to another episode of Auro Scholar Talk Show. My name is Vikas Sharma, and today we have Mr. Rajan Thodiyoor, uh, founder of Career Magazine. Hi, sir. How are you? How are you doing?
Yes, Namaskar. Very fine. Everything is going on well.
Right. So welcome
Thank
to this
you.
show. Usually, me and Mr. Shashank Srivastav, take this show with a guest. Unfortunately, he is in travel, so he won't be able to join us.
Okay.
However, to start with, to people who are watching us live right now or uh, who will watch this video in future,
Yeah.
why don't we start with you? Why don't you tell them a bit about yourself and how did Career Magazine happen? So over to you, sir.
Okay. It's a very interesting story because, actually, I belong to a business family. My father was a jeweler, did his business in jewelry, and my uncle was in the media business in film and entertainment industry. So, from my childhood itself, I had a lot of stories regarding this media business. And I started writing for the children's magazines at that time in my childhood days. And I got a lot of connections with the people in media because my neighbor, Mr. Topil Basi, one of the well-known writer and filmmaker in Kerala, and also Sri Kambiseri Karnagaran, the chief editor of Janayugam Publications, was connected with me in my childhood days itself. So I started writing and I started publishing my stories. And Mr. Kambiseri, I must be obliged to him because he actually provided me some sort of royalty for each and every article I am writing in my childhood days itself. It was inspired me to write more. And actually, I thought about to do the media business in publishing, of course, in film and broadcasting, and also in entertainment business. So I joined with a publishing group after my studies. That is Malayalam Publications. It is a very famous publishing company in Kerala. I joined with them as sub-editor of Malayalam Film Weekly and Malayalam Political Weekly. They had about 7 publications at that time. So, unfortunately, after the demise of its publisher, Mr. S.K. Nair, I took over one publication from them, that is Mathuram Weekly, a family magazine. And that is in 1983. But there were big competition for these sort of magazines at that time. Big publishing companies in Kerala also published. So that was a very tough business. Then I thought about something different. Because I'm from a village in Kerala, that is Thodiyoor, and I didn't see these sort of educational publications at the time when I was in a college in my city, nearest city, Kollam. Because I was surprised to see a competition success review. It is from Delhi in the city. Then a spark came into my mind at that time. Because when I was a student, after getting past my SSLC, I'm not sure about what to study next. And that is the question almost all the young people in our village facing at the time. So I thought about why don't we start a publication for career guidance in Malayalam. I was discussed with some of my friends, but they disgraced me because the journalistic friend, my senior journalist like Pengamam Balash, who was an advisor to me, I asked him, why don't, because Madhuram is in very big crisis. So I think about to start a different publication for the youngsters. That's the first career guidance publication I started in 1984. Then Chief Minister of Kerala, Mr. K. Karnagaran. I was introduced to him through one of my friends, an MLA, Mr. Pandalam Sudhagaran. And he was very much excited and he encouraged me to publish this career magazine in Malayalam. And he agreed me to switch on this in August 1984. So that was my inspiration to do this edutech business. Edutech. That is a social responsibility there. Whenever we are publishing this sort of thing, a lot of people got job even from the government department, the Kerala Public Service Commission. We got a lot of people, those who know all about these sort of things. Because I am not advising the people. Instead, the experienced people, right, like Dr. M.V. Paili, who is writing in Competition Success Review, the Constitution of India, and Dr. Sukumar Adikod, one of the foremost writers in Malayalam. So I got an opportunity to give this sort of information to the young people. So Career Magazine become a trendsetter in Malayalam, in Kerala, in South India, because in 1984, when we started Career Magazine, there were no other publication in South India. Only this Competition Success Review from Delhi or Career and Competition Times from Times of India are popular in Kerala or Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. But by 1986, I launched the English edition of Career Magazine. And that was also got big reception from other states. But the people, the students get more informed about the new opportunities and new educational opportunities, job opportunities. And I got very big reception from the part of the youngsters in Kerala and South India.
Right. Thank you, sir. 1984 till to 2021. Now, after this, I mean, this is firstly, this is a very long journey. So, what are the changes that you observed while coming down and looking at the current situation? How do you feel that this is going to impact students, and how can Career Magazine help them inform better? Are you planning to digitize it
Yes.
rather than? Okay, so why don't you share your thoughts on this?
Of course, because 37 years back, the print media actually dominated everything. The people doesn't have any idea about the present day situations, the digital opportunities. So we are making a transition to the digital platforms. That's why, even though we thought about to bring forth the digital magazine, even in 1995, we started to launch ecareermagazine.com, because at the time in US and other developed countries started to do these sort of things in the online platforms. And Career Magazine, because I got one opportunity, Career Magazine is an English title. The famous writers in Malayalam objected me to publish a Malayalam publication in English title. But I got the opportunity to discuss with the Dow Jones-like people, because Dow Jones holding careermagazine.com in US. And we started ecareermagazine.com in 1995. But the problem, at that time, the people, the end users were not much comfortable with the digital platforms. There were not smartphones at that time. So we faced some crisis. And actually, in Kerala also, in the print media, we faced a big competition, because the big publishing companies started publications like Career Magazine. They were bargained with my writers, and they launched their own publications for the young people, the daily newspaper publishers in Kerala. So whenever I thought about to shift to the digital platform, unfortunately, the end users were not there. End users doesn't know anything about the people. The young people doesn't know how to take even the internet. Even now, whenever we are talking about this digital education and everything, even now in a state like Kerala, because we are talking Kerala is a 100% literate state, but the digital literacy is not that much comfortable. Even after this COVID, when the government introduced the digital education programs, at present, the people doesn't have that much knowledge. That is one problem. But we are working on this digital platform, careermagazine.in, and also we are developing online platform for career talk, something like TikTok for job providers and job seekers, and also this career app for the young job seekers. So we are working on this sort of projects for the next generation. And also we are, because whenever we are talking a lot about these digital platforms, our people, that is the Indians, that about 40 crore Indians are still illiterates. And the digital literacy all over India is not that much comfortable because people doesn't know about it. So we need the support of print media to educate our people about this digital opportunities. And also the conventional television. See, we actually introduced certain novel concepts in print media, in visual media, as well as in the digital platforms. See, we were introduced the first career guidance publication in Malayalam in South India, the first matrimonial magazine, a life savings magazine. We were introduced, which is titled Swayamvaram. And also we were introduced a student newspaper. That is something different because in the format, whenever we are talking a lot about the newspaper reading, the young people must read newspaper. That is a United Nations program itself. So we were introduced to student newspaper. But to support this digital business or digital platforms, we need the support of print media as well as the conventional satellite TV. So there is big opportunity for digital opportunities, but still we need to educate the young people. And also an organization like Aurobindo Society is doing a lot for that, I do feel, because you are giving a lot of support for the young people to come to the new technology, to the new education, and also to come to the new job market. So I do feel that whenever we are talking about the digital education, we need to give some more education to the parents, not only for the students, but for the parents to give these sort of information to their children. So we are obliged to give some that sort of information to the normal people, the village people even in Kerala or in other part of India.
Right. So basically what I've understood what you're saying is that because the penetration of print media is much more than digital media in the rural or remote areas or the village area. So that what we can do is we can use the print media to actually educate them about the digital platform. So that they can convert from print media to digital platform and then further improve themselves.
Exactly. That is the need of the time because the normal people, even whenever the government of India announcing a lot of programs like Digital India program, but the problem, the aged people, those who are in service, even the government proposes certain programs to develop our digital economy and also digital currency and digital education. The people, those who are actually in the offices, doesn't have any idea. Even an young boy, because you have a very, very, very interesting program that's Edupreneur Village. Because whenever a young boy approaches a bank manager with a digital program, this bank manager doesn't have any idea about it. Because as Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam once told, because they are in a comfort level. There is no need to study the new technology for the bank manager. So he may reject that application because he doesn't know anything. So we need to educate not only the parents, but the responsible people in India to support the digital platform and digital revolution in our country. So, of course, we can do it through the print and also the conventional visual media like television channels. There are about 1,000 television channel licenses issued in India, but very few means one or two channels for education. There is no television channel for career guidance and education. See, the international market is changing. The job market is changing. Education, it is changing. What is the easiest way to understand these sort of things? The answer is the television, because nowadays, the conventional satellite television available every nook and corner than the OTT platforms, because we are talking a lot about OTT platforms, but the normal people doesn't know anything about OTT.
They don't have access to the platform.
Exactly. That is also another problem. They don't have access to the platforms.
Right.
Because So, whenever in a big country like India, where 1/6 of the world population lives and more than 25% of the people illiterates, that we should know because illiterates are there in India. Because whenever we are thinking about Arbindoji, we can understand he thought about national education program for India in 1907. 40 years back of getting our India independence. And Arvindoji actually thought like that. Sri Aurobindo had a vision for education. That's why I am very much interested to be in this program because we can, each and every person have their own responsibility to the society. Because big people like Mahatma Gandhi told that whenever we are, Swami Vivekananda told once, if you study something, you share with your people your knowledge. Because now we are talking a lot about knowledge society, but our condition is very pathetic. Because even though we are talking, there is only 25% of the people are illiterate. But what is the literacy? Even Kerala talks 100% literacy. No, the 100% people doesn't know anything here. Doesn't know because they may know how to write Malayalam only. Then the government see they are literate. But literacy means something more. They must know about what is happening all world. And of course, illiteracy is the other thing. Illiteracy is the need of the time. And so, as a publisher of Career Magazine or Career App and C-Talk, and also with the television channel project, because we were introduced the first informational TV in Dubai. I was the director of that television channel. There was a business come education TV and Crescent TV. We were consultant for Crescent TV in Dubai for education for the Arab community. And also we were worked together with a UK company that is the employmentexchangeuk.com. They actually joined with me and we introduced these things in UK. It is a developed country. So we have a lot to do for the next generation in the digital as well as the conventional medias like print or visual.
Right. Thank you, sir. And really interesting to know your idea because, the thoughts that you just shared are on a factual ground. This is the reality. So, sir, I got two more questions for you. So I would like to start with what were your idea about Auro Scholar when I was actually the one to share the details about the program with you, and so how did you feel at that time and what are your thoughts on Auro Scholar program now? Because as I see Auro Scholar, it has got multiple use cases and we can use it with the teachers, we can directly use it with the students, we can approach the parents as well. So what are your thoughts on Auro Scholar as a micro scholarship program?
Okay, I did feel it was a wonderful program for the Indian youngsters. First of all, they are getting a very big support for what they are studying. That is the most important thing. And of course, there is a vacuum in India to support the young people, help their studies. But Auro Scholar program, whenever they are doing it through their own syllabus and they are getting some money. When I discussed with some of the people in Kerala, they were surprised and excited to see such a program. Because an organization like Sri Aurobindo Society, having a lot of credibility in India, and they are offering such a support to the young generation. Because we know that, as I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of people are still illiterate, and the young people doesn't have any idea about how to get their education, how to develop their education. But now, Auro Scholar is a program to support the young people all over India. That is the biggest plus point in that program, which I feel, because the Indian education system is not changing that much. But the young people, when they get support from a big community, dedicated community, because Auro Society itself is an organization to support the young people, not only through the scholarship program, then this Edupreneur program, and also this Robandar program. These are all great initiatives. That's why we are joining with this program. So with our media support and our educational support, I do feel, because I'm always committed to the people. When I come into this education business, there were a very big risk in it. But now I do feel that we have helped a lot of people. Whenever I am introducing them, because I have a lot of experience in various areas, the government service as well as in the business. But whenever I am talking to people about Career Magazine, they tell that your Career Magazine helped me a lot. That is the social responsibility an organization will get. Whenever we are introducing this program, yesterday a mother called me. She wanted to help her two children, one in the 5th standard and one in the 7th or 8th standard. She told me, how will I get scholarship? See, because there is fantastic program which we can develop from the north to the southernmost part of India. We are in the southernmost part of India. Of course, there is a little place for Tamil Nadu, but of course, we can help the young people with the support of Auro Scholar program, and also we can make a new generation with the responsible people, and we can develop the knowledge society concept to the next level. That is why I'm very much interested to be a part of this program.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And now we are towards the end of this show.
Okay.
To reap the maximum juice out of your experience, and so that everyone who's watching this video or who will watch this video in future can really learn from your experience. What is that one message that you would want to give it to upcoming entrepreneurs in edtech category? What is that one message that you would want to give to them?
Is, of course, the young people must know that the world is changing. See, whenever we are going with the wind, there will be a lot of problems we have to face. But there must have hard work, there must have dedication, and they must have a passion to study and to know more about the global education, edutech industry, and also entertainment industry. It is the biggest in the world, entertainment industry, and also the new opportunities. And each and every person must come forward with the new ideas. There are a lot of opportunities in front of the young people because of this digital development. So they must take care to know and also to study in a global level, not only for our village level or in Indian level, but a global level. The global market is changing. The global education system is changing. The careers are changing. Even we cannot see the existing colleges, the brick and mortar colleges after 10 years or 5 years. The entire things are changing. So the young generation must come forward with new ideas and also new projects for the coming generation. So we will be here, and we are here to support the young generation. So I do feel that Auro can do a lot of things, a lot of support for the young people. And of course, it's an honor that you accepted my request to join with this Auro Society, Aurobindo Society. And of course, we can do something for the next generation. And we will be with the young people to introduce new things, and we can, with our experience, we can come forward with the new people all over the globe. That is my message.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. The pleasure is all ours. Also, thanks a lot for your time. You've taken out for this show, and we really appreciate that, sir. And hopefully, to all the audiences who are watching this video, please log on to Career Magazine's website, and you can participate in assessment. You can win monthly scholarship, and you can increase your learning outcomes, and keep learning, keep moving. Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. It's a pleasure for me, an honor for me. Thank you. Thank you for you and your team. Let us do something together for a better India. Absolutely. Thank you. A better world. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, everyone.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.